Yes?
Hello, Doctor?
Of course. Come on in.
Hi, Doc.
Adrian, what can I do for you?
Tell me, Doc, have you had a look at the museum here?
To be honest, no. I've never been, and I never will.
It's probably better that way. She'd probably hit the roof if she saw the Heinz Herm. Then, I guess you don't know anything about the black ball?
I'm sorry, no.
Look at this.
What is it?
Some kind of hieroglyphs, I think. Are you familiar with this kind of thing?
With hieroglyphs? No. But I think I've got a book about it. Just a minute. Here, I bought this before my holiday in Egypt. But I've never read it. Perhaps there's something in there that interests you.
Thanks. Bye, Doc.
Look after yourself, Adrian.
That could take a little time right now. Okay, then. There are a few signs which are in other languages as well. I'm definitely not going to find any. I'm pretty sure that the script from the cavern is not in this book. Pity. But it was worth a try. There's something here on the last page. Dr. Winterbottom, thanks for the loan. The text was very enlightening. Best wishes, Edward. I don't have anything to ask her. Edward,
Sir?
all on your own today?
Denise is ill.
But wasn't she here this morning?
Yes. She went down with a virus all of a sudden.
Might that be the, Conrad Spooner virus?
I think it's got plenty of names. Whatever the case, it doesn't just make you unfit for work. It makes you unfit for marriage.
I'm very sorry, Edward.
Well, anyway, it's not infectious.
The last time you were in the museum, did you have a look at that black ball?
Yes. Apparently, it was the only thing of any value in there. That's why it got stolen. However, I still ask myself to this day, it was too dark for a kind of crystal ball like fortune tellers use. What's your opinion?
Well, it certainly wasn't a bowling ball. You're interested in ancient history?
Quite true, sir. You could say it's a hobby of mine. I've been collecting ancient coins from different cultures for years now. You build up quite a substantial knowledge doing that, you know.
Fantastic. Could you take a look at this and tell me what you mean?
Oh, yes. I've seen this script before somewhere. It's druidic. Very old.
Can you read it?
Reading might be an exaggeration. It's more a kind of pictorial story. I think it's a description of a burial ritual. Yes, that could well be the case. Here, the dead person seems to be some kind of ecclesiastical. You can see that by the crooked staff. That symbol was often used for spiritual leaders.
And he has a black ball in his hands. Are you saying that it could be like one of those that was in the museum?
Oh, you could even be right there. If that's the case, then I'm not at all surprised it was stolen. It would be worth a fortune.
Might it be possible that there are more of them?
I wouldn't exclude. If it's some kind of a burial gift for priests, then there could be a chance you'd find one under a burial mound.
You mentioned a burial mound. Is there one around here?
Oh, yes, sir. There are supposed to be one or two around here. At least they discovered some a few years ago. It was even in the paper. Ah, now I remember where I recognized the hieroglyphic. There was a photograph of the tomb in the paper, along with the research team. These kinds of hieroglyphics were engraved in the rocks.
A research team? Damn. I bet they cleared out the tomb completely.
You would think so. But you could...
I could what?
Excuse my tactlessness, sir. Miss Valley, she was involved with the excavation. A group of archaeology students were here in this area looking for pagan relics, and they discovered a burial mound quite by chance. It was quite an exciting event.
And, who else was involved in this enterprise?
Nobody I knew, I regret to say, sir.
Thanks anyway, Edward. You've helped me a lot.
Sir, would you happen to have a moment's time?
Yeah?
It's rather unpleasant for me to mention this so brashly, but Dr. Winterbottom said I ought to do it. Now, as master of Black Mirror Castle, would you happen to have any staff requirements? I would be most pleased to be able to work for you, sir.
Huh? What's gonna happen to the cafe if you're no longer here?
Oh, don't worry about that. Denise's father already has a new business idea, and I, don't believe I'm the right sort.
Is that so? Isn't the cafe doing so well? What could do better here in Willow Creek, then?
An undertaking business.
Of course. I should have thought of that myself. But I really don't know if I can actually use a butler. I need construction guys or a demolition company more urgently.
It is precisely a butler's job to look
Maybe
after.
you're right. Well then, why not come up to the castle tomorrow sometime? Then we can give it some more thought.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Edward.
I'll do my best, sir.
Can I ask you something briefly?
Hmm?
I found a bear trap in the woods. Are those kind of traps even
I
allowed?
know there are hunters out and about all year round, but I'm sure they don't use bear traps. There aren't any bears in England.
What are the traps for, then? And who set them?
Maybe the bears have laid some to catch the hunters.
You've got a logical explanation for everything. The most important thing for you is that you don't have to waste any time.
That's what it looks like.
Were you involved with the search at Miss Valley's house?
Yes, but I'm not authorized to tell
Goodbye,
you...
Constable. Inspector Spooner,
Little
are you
Lord.
trying to suck up to me, or are you pulling my leg?
You choose.
Have you arrested Tom?
They vanished into the woods. We've started a search.
This black ball that was stolen from the museum.
You want to give it back? That'd be very nice.
So it hasn't turned up again?
No.
Have you seen anything like this before?
Something similar. In the cells on the wall.
There are supposed to be burial mounds in this area. Do you happen to know where any
You
of them
just
are?
inherited a castle. Now you want to move again?
Couldn't you give me just one decent answer, please?
Ah, well. If it means so much, yeah. No, I don't know where you might find a burial mound.
Might you possibly be able to give me a tiny bit of
Really?
information?
I can't wait.
You searched Miss Valley's house. Did you come across any kind of archaeological notes or...
Zach! Shouldn't you been off on the beat long ago? You know, Adrian, I get the feeling that our, let's call it a relationship, has got... You're constantly coming to me with some new request. It's always me who's supposed to give you something. I'm thinking it's time we change.
Would you like to come with me to see Doc Winterbottom? Do some...
Nice idea, but I've got something, as you perhaps already noticed. I sometimes tend towards me. That's one of the reasons they redeployed me here. And actually imagine my life as a police inspector.
Pursuits, shootouts, explosions.
You're looking into my very soul. But without some clear evidential success under me, and what with your circumstances having sadly changed...
What's supposed to have changed there? I'm innocent now.
And now your nobility, as you have so strikingly. And here in good old England, that is a good reason to treat things with more of a feather-light touch. Or to put it another way, an error in such a case would definitely not be good for my career.
Have I got this right? You're crapping yourself because I own a castle now.
Perhaps it's still not too late to forget the whole thing and close the case. But to do that, I have to present the judge with something meaningful.
Is that a polite request for a confession? Are you kidding me?
No, you misunderstood me. The thing with Tom and that Phil is already a good start. Also, Murray has corrected his statement and given you an alibi for the Miss Valley murder. Seems to like you a lot, that bloke. But there's still this Lewis and Angelina. They're officially missing. But someone who's missing also can be a perpetrator. You do see that?
We're speaking the same language. What's happening with Miss Valley's house now?
We only found some photos of you, and we also took... If you think you can find something there that might bring this case to a close, then I'll let you have a look around the house.
Are we partners then?
Not the expression I'd use. Hey, but this conversation never took place, okay? Zach will go with you, and I want to be informed about everything.
Of course, Inspector. Goodbye.
Fare thee well, my lord.
Can I ask you something briefly? The inspector said that it wouldn't be a problem if I wanted to, but that you should come along to keep an eye on it.
If that's what he said, I'll go and get the keys. Have fun with the search. Just tell me when you want to go. What are you up to?
Maybe there's a secret trapdoor under the...
What a load of nonsense.
Old newspapers and a book with English children's songs. That's no use to me. Seems Miss Valley wasn't just scared of the Gordons. Miss Valley's brother Vic. She has quite a lot of pictures of him, but that's no surprise. She was pretty obsessed with his death, and particularly with his murderer, Samuel Gordon, my father. She must have really loved her brother. A wooden rocking chair. The backrest doesn't look particularly comfortable. Newspaper clippings about Vic's murder. I can't imagine how anyone could murder a child so brutally. An empty notepad.
What are you doing there?
I just wanted to take a piece of paper to take some notes. I think they just don't have oil or gas in Willow Creek yet. Crockery with folkloric designs. Experts like me call them painted plates. Now this could be interesting. Miss Valley's book collection. Let's take a look. English history and stories, Camelot and the Holy Grail. From William the Conqueror to Magna Carta. Aha, a folder from a constable. Can I take a look at this folder?
That's just books about science.
Was that a yes?
Okay, by me. But don't take too long.
No black ball. If I'm lucky, then nobody else will have found it either. Now all I have to do is find out exactly where this... has to be a few significant words in these research. I think 3 words will do it. Anything against me taking a piece of coal?
I don't think anybody would have anything.
A little piece of coal. This trick has always worked before. That has to be the same letter as the one I found in the You can still read a bit of it. In case we are unable to... the evil... We fail in our goal and the order never existed. Already sacrificed. That was never my intention. If the cursed one... then... Oh, now it's looking very faint. Can't be allowed to find any trace that might lead to it. I get it. This is Miss Valley announcing that the order should be disbanded should anything go wrong. That explains a lot.
Stay down here, please.
What? Why? Maybe there's something...
Miss Valley kept all of it. We've searched through everything upstairs and found nothing except a couple of...
All right. That you can still read. In case we are... I get that explains a lot. Sector I-3 is definitely useful to me. Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here. Earth samples from the marsh. Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that. Now I've got something I can work with. Sector I-3 in the marsh. I've been round there already, and there's a place where there are lots of small animal bones. I must be able to find that. Zach, I've seen enough.
Please, put the folder away again.
Hello? As far as I can remember, there wasn't a pile of stones here yesterday. There's something wedged between the stones. An envelope with my name on it. An envelope with my name on it. Hope is the guardian's second virtue. It nourishes the wise, but it fools the measured, who mindlessly rest on its promises. The next weird message. I kind of expected it. Whoever's planned this little game with me knew I'd pass by the swamp. A swamp, or a marsh, if you will. That was also mentioned in the research papers. And I'm to the east of Willow Creek. Small animal bones. It said in Miss Valley's research papers that she'd sent some of the bones to her institute. That would point to there being a burial mound somewhere. I'll just have a try in this direction. Wasn't all that difficult. A spare menhir that was left over from building. The same hieroglyphics as on the stone tablet in the cavern. These places are definitely connected. That could be a hole, or a symbol for a black ball. I think I've come to the right place. There are plenty of twigs and branches here. I'll take some dry ones. There are even more of these small animal skeletons. Maybe there's an owl roosting here. This tree must have been cut down decades ago, probably when they discovered the tomb. I've never seen a burial mound from the inside, to be honest. Never from the outside either. Let's see what awaits. It smells old here. Very old. The wind's blown half the wood in here. No black balls down there. There are small loose stones all over the place here. There are small loose stones all over the... All empty. Nothing to be found. So, this is where they actually laid it. The floor is made of stone, covered with a layer of dirt. They sure couldn't have buried the ball. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna find anything like this. Mordred would definitely have known where to look. How come I'm not getting a vision now? Hey Mordred, where are you when you need it? Just a minute, that's not such a bad idea. If I don't take my pills and then wait here for long enough, I'm bound to have a vision sooner or later. I mean, why not here? Although it does say on the warning label that it's at least 2 weeks before the meds stop working. Maybe I can speed that up? Just a matter of how. The walls are made from solid pieces of stone. They must have needed hundreds of people to build this thing here. Dry twigs. Perfect for it. Dry twig.
Yes?
Hello, Doctor?
Of course.
Hi, Doc.
Adrian, what can I do for you?
I think the medication is causing me...
What do you mean? Are you having negative side effects? Does it make you feel sick?
I, have the feeling that it's not working like it normally does today. Could it be that I've eaten something that's reducing...
Have you drunk a lot of valerian tea or St. John's wort tea? These herbs can both impede the effect.
No, tea's not really my thing.
Perhaps you've taken some antacids for stomachache or heartburn? It would be better if you didn't. Medicines containing magnesium, in combination with drinks containing caffeine, inhibit the absorption of the active component of haloparadox in... I should have told you that, I'm sorry.
That means it's not only valerian and St. John's wort I need to avoid.
Not altogether, but 1 of 2 cups of coffee a day is not so bad. Just don't overdo it.
Your cough is getting worse. Bye, Doc.
Look after yourself, Adrian.
Edward,
Mr. Gordon, what
can I buy a whole packet of
But
coffee?
of course, sir. What variety would you
The strongest.
My pleasure. That's Colombian coffee, one of my favorite varieties.
Thanks. Take care, Edward.
I'll do my best, sir.
Hi. Abaya, have you got something for heartburn?
Yes. Yes, of course. I recommend bicarbonate of soda.
Does that contain magnesium?
No, it's just salt.
Have you got anything else?
If you need magnesium, you could also take it. You need a prescription for it, but I'll make an exception for you.
Okay. Have you got valerian tea or St. John's wort?
I'm afraid not. But I can order it for you. It takes about 2 days.
That's...
Well, I don't know.
See you.
Yes.
I don't have any... I'll just leave it. The pub's closed. Tumulus valerian. That's exactly when the plant's already dried out. Ought to burn well, that stuff.